From Music City, USA, comes another portion of the Grand Ole Opry. On stage are Charlie Louvin, Jim and Jesse and the Virginia Boys, Billy Grammer, Miss Marion Worth, the Crook Brothers, and Opry guest Jack Barlow. And now let's welcome Charlie Louvin.
Thank you, Grant. I got up and made my morning cup of coffee. Rode around the house an hour or more, I guess. I did all this before I even had one thought of you. More and more I think about you, less and less. I wouldn't be surprised if any day these teardrops I've been crying, all the heartache you caused me, begin withering and dying. Just now someone asked me if I'm hearing from you, and I felt a lot like crying, I'll confess. But I didn't cry, and I think the worst is over now. More and more I think about you, less and less. Brother Steve. I don't love you anymore, for I've got no more love to give. You drained my heart of all its love with every sweet caress. I keep saying o'er and o'er, I don't love you anymore. Trouble is, I don't love you any less. Trouble is, I don't love you any less. Thank you. And I take it for granted, Grant Turner, that these gentlemen are next. Since I haven't had a time to see the program, would you like to introduce the next fine act?
Because these fellas I always talk about them being from, call themselves the Virginia Boys, but they came to us from Alabama, and now they live in Tennessee. The McReynolds brothers, Jim and Jesse.
Hey. Thank you. We have a new record on the Epic label we'd like to do for you called Don't Let Nobody Tie You Down. Says get busy, but he ain't busy, is he? Don't let nobody push you around. If he gets in your hand, there's other jobs elsewhere. Don't let nobody tie you down. You won't be satisfied until you see what's over one more hill. Oh, if your feet are free, boy, take this advice from me, boy. Don't let nobody tie you down. Contracts if someday you plan to make tracks. Don't let nobody tie you down. When a woman ties that knot, you can't get out as things get hot. So don't let nobody tie you down. You won't be satisfied until you see what's over one more hill. Oh, if your feet are free, boy, take this advice from me, boy. Don't let nobody tie you down. once over one more hill. So if your feet are free, boy, take this advice from me, boy. Don't let nobody tie you down. Don't let nobody tie you down.
We couldn't think of a finer young man to introduce. He's singing one that I know that every one of you have heard, and most of you have possibly got a record of this at home. And we'd like for you to make him welcome. Singing Gotta Travel On, if you will. A warm welcome for Mr. Billy Grammer. Come on out there.
Thank you, Charlie. You think country music will get popular, son? Boy, look at them stacked here. Here you go. Hang on and join me. I've played around this old town too long. Summer's almost gone, yes, winter's coming on. I've played around this old town too long, and I feel like I've got to travel on. Papa writes to Johnny, but Johnny can't come home. Johnny can't come home, no, Johnny can't come home. Papa writes to Johnny, but Johnny can't come home, 'cause he's been on the chain gang too long. High sheriff and police riding after me, yes, coming after me. High sheriff and police riding after me, and I feel like I've got to travel on. Wanna see my honey, wanna see her bad, wanna see her bad, oh, wanna see her bad. Wanna see my honey, wanna see her bad. She's the best gal this poor boy ever had. Everybody help me, come on. I've played around and played around this old town too long. Summer's almost gone, yes, winter's coming on. I've played around and played around this old town too long, and I feel like I've got to travel on, travel on, travel on.
We'd like to introduce to you a little lady now that has grown into just exactly what boys like me love to see girls grow into. A beautiful young lady, and she sings a fine song. If you will, make welcome for Miss Marion Worth. Miss Marion? Come on, honey.
I only want to speak of love I have today for you. I love in my own way without a tear or sorrow. I love you today, but don't count on tomorrow. Until it's gone and time is ours to take. But don't count on tomorrow's dawn, 'cause it may never break. I love in my own way without a tear or sorrow. I love you today, but don't count on tomorrow. I love in my own way without a tear or sorrow. I love you today, but don't count on tomorrow.
We have a special treat in this young man coming out now because he's singing and talking about our sentiments 100%. He says, I love country music and I'd rather fight than switch. Let's make welcome Jack Barlow. Give him a hand, please.
Well, I made a country record and I got that Nashville sound. They wouldn't play it around the nation, but they played it in my hometown. It was my very first record and it sold about 106. But it was good country music and I'd rather fight than switch. I fought 10 long years trying so hard to make it go. Then I finally got a chance to do a great big network show. I got the opportunity to sing along a little with Mitch. Yeah, but Mitch ain't country and I'd rather fight than switch. All right, boy. I spent a lot of hard times picking on my old guitar. I wore a lot of wrinkled breeches, done a whole lot of sleeping in the car. I've been busted all my life and I don't guess I'll ever get rich. But I love country music and I'd rather fight than switch. Oh, play me a little country. Nashville, living from hand to mouth. I done a whole lot of talking on 16th Avenue South. And everybody told me that I ought to try the rock and roll pitch. But I'm gonna stay country and I'd rather fight than switch. Me and old Joe Clark, man, we'll never change. I dig that country and I'd rather fight than switch.
Mr. Jack Barlow. Just a few minutes ago, we had a boy out here dressed in a real pretty blue suit, and I think he sang a song for you the last time, but everywhere he goes, the people are always asking him to show them something on the Grammar guitar. And I see, bless his heart, he don't have the Grammar guitar on tonight. Come on out here, Billy. Let's make welcome Billy Grammar once again. Would you do that, folks?
I couldn't hear you, Charlie.
I thought for sure you had your Grammar guitar.
Well, couple of the boys here on the stage, you got them, but I'm going to rack one up here and maybe the folks feel like polka. That'll cool you off. Get in the aisles and help me, okay? See.
We do fast tunes, and everybody always hollering for an up-tempo song. And a lot of us kind of live too fast. We'd kind of like to slow it down to almost a crawl on this little tune here, on one that describes how fast little boys and little girls grow up. It's entitled Turn Around. Where are you going, my little boy, little boy? Where are you going, my son, my own? Turn around, you're two. Turn around, and you're four. Turn around, you're a young man going out the door. Pigtails and petticoats, where have they gone? Turn around, you're young. Turn around, and you're grown. Turn around, you're a young wife with babes of your own. Gone, our little one, where have they gone? Our children, our own. Turn around, they're young. Turn around, and they're grown. Turn around, and they've gone, and we've no one to hold. Turn around, they're young. Turn around, they're old. Turn around, and they've gone, and we've no one to hold. Thank you. We'd like you to sit back and unlax and enjoy some fine fiddling on Old Joe Clark, the Crook Brothers with Mr. Ed Hyde, Ralph Sloan and the Tennessee Travelers, and Old Joe Clark.
This portion of the Grand Ole Opry was produced and transcribed by WSM in Nashville, Tennessee.